Booyah, welcome back to our Wednesday episode of Betting with Booyah. On this episode, we're going to talk about our past bets, future bets, and some other topics from around the league. As always, I'm Corey.
I'm Brandon.
I'm Jeff. Let's roll the intro.
Booyah! All right, let's just jump right into it. Let's get a little recap from last week. Jeff went 3-3. I went 3-2. Brandon went 2-4.
That's rough.
Yeah, it was a tough week for me last week, boys, but, it's a new week, and I think I'm ready to pounce on it and have a very good week this week.
Yeah, I actually got lucky because I realized I only did 2 pro games, and I was really good in college and horrible with the pro game. So if I would have picked another pro game, I probably would.
Who'd you go with pros?
I went with Chicago, and that was horrible.
Oh, yeah,
that was my lock. And then my dark horse was Miami, and they covered, as Miami always does. My dogs right there.
Fitz magic, baby.
Fitz magic. I picked him up in my fantasy league.
See how many kicks the field goal kicker
Yeah, you're
made?
like 5.
He had like 6 of them, yeah.
Jeez. All right, so let's just jump into the new bets of the week. Army versus Navy. Navy is a 10.5 point favorite. Big things happening this week. I love this game. The atmosphere is crazy. We actually have a lot of friends from our hometown that went to Army. Went to West Point. No, Navy people, but it is a fun game to watch. It's old school. Was that the triple option versus the triple option? It's a fun game to watch. Gets a little boring, but it is fun.
Right.
The atmosphere is great there.
It's fun to bet on. And I think Mike Pence is going to be showing up to that game, so VP.
Oh, is he?
Interesting.
Yeah.
So he won't be showered with booze. No. This will be the one place they won't get showered with booze. That's nice.
But I'm going to go with Navy here. I think they're going to take it. They are 10.5 point favorites, but I think they're going to cover by at least 3 touchdowns. They have an explosive offense this year, and they're going to destroy Army.
All right. Jeff?
I'm going with Army. We have a bunch of friends that go there. I'm going to stay loyal to the friends and take Army.
All right, let me just write that down. Jeff, loyalty.
Yes.
Army.
Loyalty is key.
I'm also going with Army. I think they're actually having a pretty good year. 10.5. It's a neutral site, so home field isn't that big. I think they actually do a good job with making it pretty split ride between Army and Navy. It's a triple option, so a team going up by 2 touchdowns I think is a lot. So I'm going to go with Army.
All right, fair enough. Let's roll on to NFL. Excuse me.
That was college.
I know. There's only one freaking week or one game this week.
I know it's that boring in between the bowl games.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe the next episode should we go into some of the bowl games, kind of pick those ones.
Yeah, we can.
We could do a bowl bracket
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Well, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I'd probably just go 62-0.
Yeah,
right.
Probably. Yeah.
To our listeners, tweet at us. Let us know if you guys want to listen to that, or if that's just gonna be really boring. Let us know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's. We have 3 pro games we're gonna do just real quick. Let's start off with Green Bay versus Chicago. Green Bay is a 4.5 point favorite. I believe Green Bay's home.
Green Bay's home.
Yeah. All right.
This
Jeff,
is a fun rivalry game here. I like Green Bay. 4.5. Chicago's a weird team, man. They're playing hot right now, but they're a team
good.
They're a team that always lets you down, though. They always let you down.
Ain't that
And I like Aaron Rodgers playing at home. Devontae Adams is a guy. And, I like Green Bay.
I like Green Bay as well. I think they're going to cover this meagerly 4.5 point spread.
Yeah.
Also, I have Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams on my fantasy league, so I need
Playoffs, right?
Playoffs.
Yes.
So I need them to have an explosive fucking game. And they're playing in Green Bay. That's a very tough match to beat.
I'll be different. I'm gonna go Chicago here. If Mitch runs, if he actually runs, doesn't stay in the pocket, they have a good chance.
But
I think that defense is gonna slow down Aaron Rodgers enough. They won't slow him down, but just enough to let Mitch cover. I don't know if they're gonna win this game, but I think it might come down to a field goal.
Yeah, but the 2 Smiths on the Packers are just having an outstanding year. I think they'll be able to contain Trubisky.
But the one's out, right? Raquan Smith just came out. He's on the IR this week.
Raquan's with Chicago.
Yeah. What did you say?
He's talking about Green Bay.
I'm talking about Green Bay.
Talking about Zadarius Smith and the other side.
Oh, yeah, the DM guys.
Yeah.
There's
so many Smiths in this game.
Yeah. Well, in other news, the Chicago guys out. But that's another thing that's worried me is that's just another middle linebacker that they'll lose. I think that defense is still strong enough where I think they'll slow them down enough. I think they'll slow them down. That's just my thought.
Right.
You're wrong, but it's okay.
Hey, I mean, we gave you shit on Wisconsin last week, and even though you said Wisconsin was going to win that game, no, you said they were going to cover.
That's what they were going to lose.
Yeah, so Jeff won just because he covered.
Yep, I know where to take them.
So I'm going that strategy. I think Chicago's just going to cover. I don't think they're going to win. Green Bay's too hard. Lambeau's crazy. Second game, we're going to go Kansas City versus Denver, Kansas City's a 10.5-point favorite in Kansas City, in Arrowhead. Very tough. Brandon, we'll start with you.
10.5, so hard to beat in the pros.
That's a big margin.
That's a lot.
That's huge.
That's crazy.
And Denver, they destroyed Houston last week somehow. Like, I don't know, because I bet on freaking Houston, so like Deshaun wasn't going to play or what. But I'm going to roll with Denver on this one. What about you, Jeff?
I like Kansas City. I'm a little worried about that, though. I'm a little worried about this pick because that quarterback, what's his name?
Drew Lock.
Drew Lock is killing it right now. He's throwing the ball all over the place. I can't bet against Mahomes. I can't.
Well, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I think Mahomes just had a hand injury that
he got cleared.
Yeah, but he's fine.
I got an update today on
you
my fantasy app.
You talked to the personal trainer.
Talk to our boys.
Yeah,
Talk to the boys.
got a lawyer. Yeah,
You talked to Stu?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm feeling risky this week. I think I'm picking like all the underdogs so far. I'm going Denver as well. It does worry me that they have Kansas City 10.5. It's like, what does Vegas know?
Yeah.
Like, why? Because the pro games, if you look, it's always 1.5, 2.5. Like, why is it 10.5? But in the pros, that's
a lot.
That's a blowout. They're basically just saying like Kansas City is just going to come in, step on the fucking throats, and they're just going to jam it.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
The thing is that KC just beat the Patriots, so they're feeling high, feeling mighty. They probably can think they can just roll into this game and then show up and beat them.
I think Andy Reid's going to roll into a game not prepared.
Houston did that last week.
That's Houston.
When they played Denver.
That's Houston.
Houston's still fighting for a spot, though.
That's true, but it's Andy Reid, though. He doesn't take games off.
Yeah, he does.
He takes nights off, but not this.
Wait, how do you do in playoffs? Like every single year when he makes it,
he's always prepared. This isn't playoffs. So
he always chokes.
That's fine.
We'll talk about that when we get there. I'm with you on Denver though. But do you think Denver's going to win outright? Or do you think it's going to cover that 10.5? You know what I'm saying?
I think it'll be close. Maybe like 3 points. Either they win or lose.
Okay, you just think they're going to cover?
They'll cover for sure.
I think it'd be really fun to see Denver win. I don't think they will. I think it'd be really fun, but I definitely think they're going to cover. 10.5 is just, like I said.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
All right, this is, I think, the biggest, kind of like our hardest pick of the week. I think it's going to be like showing how good of a gamblers we really are. I don't think we're very established, but I think it'll be a good start for us. Dallas versus the Rams. Dallas 1.5-point favorites at home. I think the only reason why they're favored is because they're at home. Otherwise, I think the game would be a 0. I'll start this one off. Wow. I'm still tossing it up. I have no. I'm probably gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Rams. I think defense is gonna win this game. The run defense is really strong. That Littleton's playing really well. Contract year. I think they're gonna shut down Elliott just enough to let Jared Goff just slowly make his way into that end zone. But I'm gonna go Rams to win. Obviously, because it's 1.5.
I am a Giants fan, so I'm going to go with the Rams as well because I hate Dallas. They're garbage, and the Rams are playing for their lives right now. Like they need to win out in order to make the playoffs, and I think Sean McVay will get them ready to win this game. Easy. Maybe 2 touchdowns.
I'm going with Dallas at home. Going with Dallas at home. They are still in first place with that record. They're in first place. I think they're tied with the Eagles now.
Philly, yeah.
And I think they got to play for Jason Garrett. The guy's going to lose his job. They're going to try to hold on to him, but
that dude's fucked.
He is screwed. We talked about this last sports podcast. He is screwed. But I think they're going to play for him, Jerry Jones, and try to get to 500. 1.5. This is a tough game, though. It's a terrible game.
Right.
Yeah. I would not bet this game if we were putting money on this game.
Right. That's why I put it down. I was like, let's see how good we are.
Let's stay far, far away from this game if you're gonna bet it. Or if you're gonna bet it, at least bet like the over on the points.
Right. Brandon, did I tell you about our fantasy win last week?
No.
So for the listeners, Jeff and I share a fantasy league with my brother-in-law, and we're in the quarterfinals. Right?
No, we're in the
quarters, So we won. But the only reason why we won 121 to 120, and it came down to Jared Goff, who we actually dropped the week before. That guy picked him up.
So tired of him.
Yeah, Jared Goff, he's had an okay year, but very up and down. Like some weeks he'll get us 25. He kind of ranged around 12, and all of a sudden he'll get like -4. Yeah. It's like, you can't have that. So we dropped him, and it came down to 1 point. He needed 7 yards to get to 300. And in our league, 7 yards, the 300 would give him obviously another point because now he rounded out. And then 300 is also a bonus.
Yeah.
So then we've got +2. So we're up 1. So we've been up by 2. Easily won the game. We had the whole fourth quarter to go to him not get 7 yards. And Russ and the Seahawks milked the clock. The Rams got the ball. Luckily, they were up by over 14, right?
Yes,
I
yeah.
think they won by 17.
Yeah.
And
They just ran the ball.
They just ran the ball, and then they got the ball back under 2 minutes, and it was 3rd and 8. And it's me, my dad, and my brother-in-law sitting in the living room, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm sweating.
Yeah.
And we waited this whole fourth quarter, see if he's gonna throw it, and he's trying to convince me that he's gonna throw, but it's they're gonna run it, and all of a sudden you see the run, he got a 12-yard gain, first down, we won.
So excited.
Wow, what a game!
It was crazy.
Just Jared Goff after that second pick that really spent it for
That
us.
was great. Yeah, he threw back-to-back picks. Otherwise, we were gonna get blown out.
And we were supposed to lose by what? I think we were supposed to lose in this matchup at the start of the week by 5 or 10 or something like that.
Yeah, we were projected lower. Yeah, but yeah, and since we're on the discussion of fantasy, anyone got any good sleepers for the maybe any late pickup guys that can probably help out anyone in playoffs? I know I'm kind of on the spot here, but I like the guy from Miami, the running back, that Laird. I think you're kind of looking for a nice flex option. They give him the ball a ton, and I think I think Fitz. I'm sorry, I think Fitz likes him a lot. I think he's averaging 10 points right now.
Yeah, he's running the ball really well. Or enough. He's running the ball enough.
There's not a whole lot of pickup guys. I know there's a ton of quarterbacks. Tannehill's not a bad pickup, but I don't know. Jeff and I's team, because that's why I kind of thought about it, is that we're kind of looking for other options, and it's a risky play. Let me ask you this, Brandon. In our league, someone dropped David Johnson, the first round pick, on the Arizona. Would you pick him up? Would you play him, or would you just, what do you
pick him up for sure? Who are they playing this week?
I don't know, but there's just tons of reports about how David Johnson's just kind of
they're playing Cleveland.
Have you seen his numbers? Past few games?
But it's David Johnson.
It's been single digit. No, it's Kenny on Drake's team, though. It's weird.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense.
I think it's worthy of a pickup.
Right.
Because, who knows? Maybe this week carry on, what's his Kenyon? Drake?
Yeah.
Then maybe he, gets all weird, and then we move on, and they go back to David Johnson. They paid him all. Didn't they give him a big contract?
Yeah, they did. So it'd be stupid to not use them while they have them.
Right.
I mean, he did score a touchdown last week, so
true.
Maybe they'll feel a little better with him.
Speaking of big contracts, you guys see about Laveon Bell?
No, what happened?
So this week, for the listeners that don't really follow the NFL, Laveon Bell had the flu. He's the starting running back for the New York Jets. And then he came out to the media saying he bowled a 251.
Which is phenomenal, first
right.
off. Which is amazing.
But on Saturday, they played on Sunday. It was so, I mean, I think we should make this kind of an open discussion. What do you guys think? How I kind of thought about it was I don't think it really matters. I think it's just a bad look.
For sure, it's a bad look.
It's a bad look.
Especially, it's just the night before.
He was saying he didn't break any rules. That was his thing I didn't break any rules. I'm just upset they caught me out in public, basically. He's upset that he got caught, basically.
Right.
Sure.
But he tweeted it, didn't he? Or he posted it on social media?
No, I think someone saw it.
Oh, okay.
And then that's when he decided I'm going to post it.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
I mean, I think for his stance, he probably was sick throughout this week. He's probably just getting better towards the weekend, but he wasn't strong enough, have 100% to play Sunday. So he's I'm just gonna take it out because he's on the Jets. They're garbage.
Yeah.
Right.
They're not gonna make the
They're
playoffs.
They're trying to lose right now.
And he's trying to get the full money out of his contract. So I wouldn't play either.
No. Exactly. Well, I think Gaze, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
He came out saying he didn't break any rules. They actually made that official. He's just disappointed, which I think is the best way to put it, because it's what do you you can't really you're just kind of come on, bro. What are you doing?
But I'm sure a lot of football players go out the night before and party.
They do. Oh yeah.
So it's just what's the big deal? I guess.
But it's if you're, I think everyone's point is if you're too sick to play, why are you gonna go out bowling? It wasn't it was him and other teammates. It was with his family. So who knows? Maybe the family flew in, so he's just trying to hang out.
Yeah.
And he just happened to bowl a really good game. I don't know. I just thought it was really interesting. And he's also on our fantasy team. So
so pissed.
Right? and I'm nervous because they play Thursday, which is for this podcast is gonna come out on Wednesday. So that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
And is Gaze going to punish him? He said he's not going to punish him, but it's is he just saying that in the media? Because this is playoff time, baby. I need fucking Bell to play.
I wouldn't start him. He's playing against Baltimore. Baltimore's going to shut down the whole entire Jets offense.
Right. It's a big debate. I mean,
we need dump off city.
It's not going to be that though. It's going to be to Montgomery. Like they're not even haven't even used Bell to his full potential all year.
No, Bell's been complaining about his touches. Yeah, well, this is because Gase wasn't there when they signed Bell. Gase has never wanted Bell, so you'll get traded in the offseason. I think
he's like averaging like 10 rushes a game.
Yeah, he's like
that's insane. Like
they paid him $50 million.
He used to get like at least 25 rushes a game last year, and he's gotten 120 carry game.
Probably after he complained or something.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what I'm hoping for. He complained again, so hopefully it's like 25.
Lame Duck City over there. Gase will get fired soon.
So now they're playing the Ravens, right? Yes. So did you guys see that Lamar Jackson has that hammy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess they came out that he's actually going to play this week, right?
Yeah, he's good. That's what he said.
Right.
But
every single player
was
will
it the
say
team or just him? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, let's go around and say if you were the coach, if you were John Harbaugh, right? That's his name.
Yeah, John.
Oh, it is John. Okay.
Yeah, Jim's the Michigan coach.
Yeah. Would you play him, Corey?
I would say. See, I'm in a tough spot because I'm in fantasy playoffs and he has Lamar Jackson.
Right.
But I would say no because they're playing the Jets. I don't think it'd be very hard. I think RG3 when he has come into the games has played actually pretty well.
Solid, yeah.
Like I wouldn't make him the starter, but I would trust him more than any other backup right now in the league.
Mm-hmm.
And I've torn my hamstring before, and it's a hard road back. And if it's just like a small tweak, he is like his best weapon is like his legs and his agility and like his lucidness and everything. So it's like, those are his hamstrings. Like so if he hurts that, then
he's done.
They're playoff everything. Yeah. It's just everything's gonna go right down the drain. So I would probably lean towards not playing him.
See, for me, I see both sides of this. I see if you do sit him, then maybe you're out of mojo for the next week going to the playoffs. You're kind of just the mojo's off.
Mm-hmm.
But then if you do play him and he gets hurt, you're completely done. Right. So if I was head coach, I'd bench him. I wouldn't start him because him getting hurt will ruin your season. But him not playing and then ruining the mojo, that's a possibility, not a big possibility. And you're playing the Jets. You're going to beat them anyways. Mm-hmm. They suck.
So, Jerry Jones, if you're listening to this, you new head coach right here. Here's what I'm going to do.
This is not Jerry Jones' team.
I know, but he's going to get fired.
He's going to fire Jason Garrett, so he's going
to... Right,
and
he's going to show me, like, wow, this guy is really good at coaching.
I lost you. I was like, what transition was this?
Because he's going to be a new head coach, and I'll take it over.
Be sit.
So, I would go to Lamar Jackson, have him warm up before game, talk to the trainers. If he's feeling good, I'll play him. If he has any, coach, I'm sore or whatever, and during the middle of the game, shutting him down. Basically, that's the first quarter, first drive. Like, I'm not risking him for playoffs. Because I think they already locked up playoffs.
I don't think they have, but they're essentially locked
right,
up.
They're going to make it, yeah. So I would start him. If there's anything sore, like, I don't want to, like, risk it, then I'd sit him and then play RG3.
So on that, would you sit him? So let's say, like, he plays, he's healthy, like, everything's fine. The hamstring was just maybe just, like, soreness, actually not really, like, injury.
Yeah.
Would you sit him if you guys got up, let's say, 21?
Yeah, I'd sit him in a heartbeat.
They do that anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, they do?
When they go
okay,
up.
so let's retract that. Let's say, like, 14 or even 10.
I just wouldn't run him. I'd just call more, like, read RPOs and just have him give the ball to Ingram.
I think you have to see how the game flow's going, and if he's if he's clearly hurt, you gotta take him out.
Right. And I think Sam Darnold's gonna see ghosts this game for sure. So it's gonna be a nightmare for him.
No, but I know you guys aren't like super big college football fans, but did you guys see like this year Nick Saban played Tua on that ankle injury and he was gonna shut him down and then decided to play him just to practice the 2-minute drill, and then that's when Tua hurt his hip.
Yeah.
so now like that's a discussion or like at least like a thought in your mind for like this situation with Lamar, because that could be the same thing. It's like they already kind of know he's got something. Now do you play him?
It's always been like that. Like it's always about like preseason. Everyone because when like players get hurt, like super good, like they're only out there for one drive and they tear their ACL. It's just a fluke situation. If it happens,
right? You can't. I mean that's a good point. You can't play scared.
Right.
Yeah, you can't risk it. But but also like Tua has shown like a lot of injuries in the past. He's very injury prone, and like Lamar is actually like for what he is has been really good.
He's really good at avoiding the big hits. It's pretty incredible if you like watch him slip.
And he's a pretty big guy too as well. He's not
tall,
like a little guy.
Yeah, he's kind of thin, but he's got a lot of muscle.
Right.
I think he's so good at like juking out that like I think it gets into the defenders' heads to like kind of like be all over the place and be like I don't know, and then he's like grab his ankle just to like make sure to slow him down. But anyways, all right. I think it's time for the Giants hour. Big Eli baby's back.
Big Big win. I bet on the
Eli
Giants.
looks good, man. Eli looks really good, actually.
Yeah, he's able to sit out for 10 weeks.
You gotta think about it.
Yeah.
Did you see he came out with with an interview? I think it was like, how did you feel like being like a backup? And he's like as like sitting out, like I know I never want to be a backup and I never want to be a coach. Such a fucking Eli move.
Yeah.
Right. But the whole fam was there. Like Peyton was there,
Yeah, they
Archie
showed
was
Peyton a
there,
lot, yeah.
and he played well. I mean, if he wants to play again, I'm sure another team will sign him.
Right. I mean, that statement's pretty much like, I think, like if I want to go to like the Bengals or something, wherever I'm gonna keep playing, it's gonna play. I'm not just gonna play just to be in the league.
I don't think he's gonna play. I think he's gonna stick with the Giants. If the Giants don't want him, he's good to retire.
Well, he's like $20 million against the cap. They're gonna get rid of him next
No,
season.
I think he's gonna retire then.
You think he's gonna retire?
Because
I haven't seen like anything about him retiring. I mean, like when Peyton in that last year, it seemed like even he kind of like expressed like, oh, like the end's near. Like Eli's like, I want to keep playing. Like,
Has he
someone
said
give me
that?
a chance. I mean, that's what the interview was
Yeah,
saying.
okay.
Like, I mean, it's like I don't ever want to be a backup, and I don't want to be a coach.
The thing with me, I'm a big Giants fan. It was never like, oh, we had to get rid of Eli. Like he's our main problem. It was always the team around them was just straight garbage. Like for the last 5 seasons, they hadn't addressed the offensive line,
Right.
And they only we're gonna go out and spend $15 million a year on Nate Soldier,
Right.
who's not performed well to this contract, and then
But they tried. They tried. Getting online.
they tried, but that's what ended up Jerry Reese getting fired, was because he couldn't fucking build a team around Eli. Even with Odell, Sterling Shepard, and Evan Ingram, they're garbage still.
I think Eli's gotten a bad rap. Like I'll admit to that. After kind of watching the game, I could see Eli's age. It's a lot of checkdowns. I don't think the arm strength's quite there. I don't think he would not be like an NFL starter. I don't know why a team would like. He's like in a tough position because like I think he would be a really good leader in the locker room and lead a team like in the final 2 minutes. But does a team want to waste that much money and like go after like a big prospect? I would consider maybe bringing him. Like if I was the Bengals, I'm a big fan of like. I'm a big fan of Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields. I would bring Eli in to like how's that team? Like Andy Dalton is just horrific.
Mm-hmm.
So I would bring Eli in just to help out for the year. Make sure like make the team at least like kind of like how Fitz did, you know, like just make the team at least competitive.
Right.
But like we know we're not gonna like win it all,
Right.
and then go after like the big players at like in next year's draft.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. He's just in a tough situation. I kind of feel bad for the guy, honestly. I mean, he's like 2 Super Bowl champ, like 2-time Super Bowl champ,
2-time and MVP as well.
and MVP. I mean, like, and I just feel like he's just kind of like that ugly step, like what is it? The ugly step. Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
I mean, like the
He's just in a lame duck situation. Like,
right.
I mean, he can play. There's plenty of teams out there that will take him.
I don't think so.
Miami's
If
there.
the money's right, though, like if he was like obviously I'm not a $20 million man, but like
Yeah.
give me 10 for 1 year.
I don't think so because he can't move around the pocket really.
Right.
When there's any pressure coming to him, he's gonna crash down and take the sack. It's just I don't see a team trying to invest in that.
You think Elway?
Oh, well, who the fuck knows?
Denver,
Elway,
maybe
Jesus.
go back to the Vannies.
LJ,
Oh.
he's gonna try to slide anybody he can at quarterback.
Drew Lock looks good though.
He does.
Drew Lock, he's not
I mean,
terrible.
Eli would be a great guy to mentor him, but Eli doesn't want to sit. So
Right. Did you see that Buzz Lightyear thing that Drew Lock did after his touchdown? Like,
No.
He stuck out his arm, like, so in Toy Story, like, Buzz Lightyear, like, does, like, the arm, he has, like, that, like, it looks like a quarterback wrist, he's, like, shooting out lasers when he scored a touchdown.
No.
He, like, was going around, like, shooting people with this quarterback wristband. After he did that, like, Toy Story was, like, my movie back in the day, so, like, it just, like, when he did that, I was like, my dog.
Yeah.
That's my dog right there.
So was Eli Hall of Famer? I'll ask Corey because I know Brandon's
Yeah,
answer.
I think so.
think so.
How is he not, though?
Because
He has a losing record. He has a losing record.
let me count it. Well, before Brandon gets into like I'm a Giants fan,
Pissed, yeah.
whenever like people talk about being like a Hall of Famer, everyone's like, how many Super Bowls did he win? Like, what is his credit? Like, remember Charles Barkley never won a finals. Like,
Yeah.
I barely even went to the playoff. Actually, no, I think he went to the finals. We never got the big games.
He never won it.
And Eli's gotten the big games, even with teams like he'd be like the Patriots when they're like at a big moment. So it's like if he's a 2-time Super Bowl champ, but then you get to counter out that's like some of those Patriot guys who have 5 rings.
Yeah.
They were just like the guard.
Those guys,
Is he a Hall of Famer like, based on that argument? I think he is. I think he's been a productive. He's been in the NFL for so long. Super Bowl champ, MVP. I cast my vote.
A big thing for me is,
Wait, let me ask you. How do you not put him in the Hall of Fame?
I just think during the regular, he's just a guy in the regular season. Postseason, yes, I agree. He won 2 Super Bowls. I get it. So my big thing is, think about the Hall of Fame. You have to change the way the NFL works. If you take Eli Manning out of the league, does a story of the NFL change? And it clearly does, because he's won 2 Super Bowls, especially against the Patriots, which we all love that, obviously. Just fuck the Patriots. And so I think he's good, not great. I just don't think he's quite there.
As I always said, he just gets a bad rap.
Right. I mean, how can you not put him in? Like, if Drew Brees is going to be a Hall of Famer, then... Right. And he has only won 1.
Oh, Drew Brees is one of the greatest quarterbacks out there.
He's got
look at those numbers, though.
I know, but records come and go. Championships last forever. And
who has
2?
Jesus.
And who has 2?
But to defend Jeff, I mean, Nick Foles, when he was with this run with the Eagles, I mean, like, if you just only look at it as a championship, then Nick Foles has a really...
Hall of Famer guy.
A great argument. But...
Do you think Nick Foles is a Hall of Famer? No, of course not.
but
Eli Manning,
that's tomatoes.
Yeah.
But that was just me defending you, being like, it's not all championships because there are quarterbacks like Nick Foles is a crazy good playoff quarterback.
I know, but that happened. Like when is the last time a sub or backup brought a team all the way to the Super Bowl and won?
I think the Steelers. I think the Steelers had one. Steelers had one a couple years ago.
But they haven't had one at least in the last 30 years.
Right, but that was just like what Jeff's point was. Like you just. Like, take out Nick Foles, it was just...
I know, but it's hard. For me, it's just... He's got in the league in, what, like 2002, 2003 he got drafted or whatever?
Right.
Or
he was there with Phillip and...
and Breeze.
Guys,
And then he was on the single team for the last, like, 16, 17 years. Started every time.
That makes him Hall of Famer?
Won 2 Super Bowls.
Yes, we keep going back to the Super Bowls, yes.
And I'm just saying, like, the reason why they sucked wasn't only because of him. It was just the team around him was garbage. And the GM doing nothing to address those issues. And how do you not put him in there? So he's a 2-time MVP candidate.
But can you give me a better answer of a no? I'm trying to think of one too.
See, that was the only argument I had, really. I think he's just.
And then wait, first of all, who else are you gonna put in instead? Like when he gets to the.
So Jeff's argument.
Who are you gonna pick instead?
Wait, really quick. So Jeff's argument, just so Jeff, you help me clarify more, is that he's just a guy that survived the league for 16 years.
I just think he's a guy that's played well, but he's not great. He's never been a Tom Brady or he's never been a Drew Brees.
That just played for 16 years.
Stop giving me that look.
Tell me.
No. But no. I'm not trying to make.
Fucking Patriots walk in.
Yeah.
2 rolling in on the low seed wild card Giants, thinking they're gonna murk and lurk, and who fucking comes in?
He knows too much information about the Giants to get here.
The last 2 minutes, scrambles. Freaking Eli Manning has him getting wrapped up by his jersey. He gets out of it. He throws it to freaking. I didn't forget that guy's name. But
Isn't like Troy?
It's like to something. Something Willis or some weird fucking name. Oh, it's like Tyree something.
Yeah, his last name is Tyree.
Yeah, the helmet catch.
Oh, that's yeah.
And then they go on and win it. Like, how can he not be? And then they repeat it 4 years later, being the same exact team. If fucking Eli wasn't here on Earth, Tom Brady and Bill Belichick would have 8 Super Bowl rings. So you should be doing him a fucking.
So you think if Eli wasn't the quarterback and they had some other guy in there?
Yeah, they were not going to win that.
So say Philip Rivers is the quarterback.
There's no way.
You don't think so?
No.
Drew Brees quarterback?
No.
Yeah, okay. I think that's a little giant talking, yeah.
No, there's no way. You should be thanking them, or else Tom Brady would be even more of a goat.
Right.
He had 8 Super Bowl rings. It wasn't for Eli.
Speaking of Tom Brady, let's get that transition.
Wow, that's a great one.
The Pats are back, baby.
Jesus Christ.
Video game number 2.
Yeah.
Spygate 2.0.
I don't really have a whole lot of information on it.
So from what I know is they were shooting some...
They have a YouTube series about each certain positions, and one of them was an advanced scout for the team. And they went around recording, and the dude that was recording had a Patriots polo on, and he was videotaping the freaking Cincinnati Bengals plays and their signals, and then some guy's like, wait, that's not suspicious at all, and then, like, behold and behold, they're playing the freaking Bengals next week, which is, like, can't be recording.
So what I seen was that all that interview stuff happened before the game. And then once the game started, the camera just changed from where it was to the Bengals sideline and just filmed them for, like, 8-10 minutes. Just the play callers, like, that doesn't look quite right.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up what Belichick said. But he said something stupid. He's like, I did not knowingly cheat.
Yeah, okay.
But, like, it came out, like, 2 days ago or something? 3 days? Or Monday, right?
Yeah.
Why don't we do this? Why don't we put this one on pause? Next Wednesday we'll come back to it after like more information comes, and we'll kind of like discuss it. I kind of want to go into the MLB. I mean, like, we're not just only football.
Yes,
we're a lot of baseball diehards in here.
Yeah, we're
so we'll start it off with the $300 million man, Garrett Cole.
Yeah, nice to meet you. I'm Brandon.
Yeah.
Brandon Cole.
So, like, for the listeners, are you an Angel fan, Brad?
No.
Do you even know?
Are you neutral?
I'm a Yankees fan.
Oh, of course.
All right, there it is. I'm an Angels fan, and Jeff's a Dodger fan.
Diehard Dodger.
Right. All right. Well, I'm a super diehard Angel fan. I beat you.
I'm a super duper Yankees fan. How's Jeter doing?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But so the Yankees got him. The Angels and Dodgers were both interested, and it was all over the place. But once like Strasburg came out of like he got 295.
No, he got like
245.
Oh, 245. Yeah. Once that kind of came out, I was like, okay, Cole's getting everything.
So much money.
Yeah. You got $300 million for what, 8 years?
Yeah, 324 for 9 years.
And how old he's 28, 29?
29.
So
it's
38.
funny. I found something that really was funny. They gave him a 5th-year opt-out contract.
That's
when
what
he's
he
like
argued for, yeah.
34 years old, he's gonna opt out of his $300
okay.
million contract. You fucking idiots.
Well, I think his idea is like, what if like the average or like the highest paid guys are getting like $40 million, and he's still one of the top guys? Like, you know what? I'm gonna try to get $42 million a year.
Yeah.
But 34 and
yeah,
that's totally.
I mean that's just it's not a team option. So I mean he's just because he's just gonna be like,
I know,
nope, I'm gonna stay. It's like your ERA's 5.7. Can you please opt out? Like, nope, I'm gonna stay.
I know, it's just funny. I'm like, oh yeah, don't worry, I got a 5th-year option. Like, you're not gonna opt out of a $300 million contract.
You're insane if you
because
do.
your career's downhill pretty much when you're going.
It is.
Right.
Lower when you get older.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, Jeff, like, let me ask you this. Like, after I saw the contract, I actually was happy the Angels didn't pay that.
See, for the Angels, that was a really good thing because you need multiple pieces. Garrett Cole's not going to win you a World Series. Garrett Cole can very much win the Yankees a World Series or the Dodgers a World Series.
Right.
The Angels need more.
Well, my point is that, like, I didn't want 9 years. And I knew, like, obviously you have to give that. But like, after seeing that, I was like, I mean, like, I don't know how he's going to pitch at 38.
Well, see, they don't care about that. They care about those next 4 years.
No, I'm saying about the Angels or, like, even the Dodgers. Like, when I saw that, I was like, oh, like, that's good. Because, like, the Angels don't need another guy who's super old. Yeah, it's like, we already been down that road. It's like, when I saw that, I was like, get off TikTok for 30 seconds.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, fucking millennial. Or Gen Z, whatever.
Yeah, whatever the fuck you
are. No, but I was just like, oh, like, I'm happy because, like, I don't want to, like, deal with that, like, a big contract at 38. Yeah.
See, I was listening to MLB Network, and they were talking about if he wins you 2 World Series in 5 years, do you care about the next 4 years or no? And if he doesn't do anything, it doesn't matter.
Right. But I saw, like, the Angels, I think, are, like, linked to, like, Bum, Rendon, which made me laugh because the Dodgers are also in to Bum and Rendon.
And they're interested in a Kluber trade now.
I know.
Look at that. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
What happened?
The Angels are eyeing Corey Kluber.
Kluber?
Yeah.
Kluber, yeah.
Wow. I don't know who that is.
I know you don't.
So, I mean, he's another, like, 30-year-old pitcher.
Yeah, he's older.
He's still good, though.
He's 30? 10-year contract.
No,
I think he's like 34.
Yeah, he's
10-year contract.
Yeah, easy.
We'll go Pujols on his ass.
Perfect, yeah.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so I saw in the news that Francisco Lindor, the Dodgers are linked to, right?
Dodgers been linked to him for this past 6 months, really.
But I saw that, like, Gavin Lux would, like...
It was like, Gavin Lux and Dustin May. That's kind of what they wanted.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I don't work.
Yeah, I mean, he's just alone.
Yeah.
It's not even confirmed he's going to sign with you guys afterwards. Like,
well, I think if we do give up those 2 pieces, we need, like, a confirmed, like, he's going to sign this extension.
Yeah, no, but, like, obviously, like, I think he would, but it's like, he can just say, like, yeah, for sure, and it's like, here come the Yankees.
Yeah, yeah.
With a big checkbook. But, you see the Angels traded Zach Cozart?
Yeah, get that money off.
And
the first round pick.
But why? Why did they even draft that guy if they didn't want him? When they drafted, I was like, that was dumb.
Yeah,
like, I don't know who that is, and like they always draft like athletic shortstops. It was like this guy was like not a great defender, and he was like he was a good hitter, or like he was just kind of balanced like all the way through.
Because they have a bunch of middle infield prospects, don't you?
Right,
yeah.
fielders.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Their idea is to get like the most athletic guys and then mold them into something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which I mean, like that's what Joe Odell was, and he's gonna be a big piece. But it just made me laugh. I was like, I read like 2019 like high draft pick. I thought like maybe it was like the 3rd round.
Yeah,
not our 1st round pick. I mean, he was our 5th. It was our
Would you get out of that, Corey?
cash considerations or a player to be named. Maybe it was like there's a salary dump.
Yeah, it is.
For Cozart. So it's like I like that, but other than that, I was like, what in the
But
world's
still,
happening?
I don't get it. That made no sense to me. I mean, I understand why the Giants did that. Like, oh, cool, we get this. We're kind of a team that's kind of stuck in the middle. Sure, we'll take the money, and we'll take Will Wilson. Why
Right.
not? See what happens with him.
Right.
So,
Jeez, what time are we at? 35 minutes.
Yay, baseball.
damn.
All right. In our slow pitch softball news, we had a rain out this week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
fucking
disappointing.
bullshit.
Yeah,
They were lucky because my legs were feeling good
we
that
were
day.
feeling great that day.
Yeah, I was starting a yeah for sure.
At least
If
twice.
another round
Yeah.
starts trending or people want it, we'll probably post some videos of us playing.
Oh, yeah.
I have Arizona scouts looking at me
There's
Only
some
Arizona,
softball
that's
league.
cute.
for men's slow pitch softball. Yeah.
Sure.
Not New York. That's disappointing.
No, but I mean, I'll take it. I
Yeah.
mean, to get out of this dump in California.
Jeez.
Okay, we're gonna start that conversation,
Yeah.
and we're out.
Maybe North Carolina.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't know.
Or
Well, actually,
Tennessee. Yeah,
we'll just
interesting.
shout out to our listeners in North Carolina. Tweet at us who you guys are. For some reason,
Yeah.
like it's like our number 2 state that listens to our podcast.
Yeah.
It's insane.
But
We have no connections to North Carolina, no connections to Tennessee. Hey, we love it. It's okay.
right.
We'll be big on the East
Yeah,
Coast.
home for Virginia next. We'll see.
All right. Well, let's wrap this up. We're gonna have trivia tonight. So shout out to 50/50 Sliders.
Yeah.
New sponsor. I'm just kidding.
Do you hear us? Do you hear us?
And that's how you get free burgers.
Yeah, right. But as always, follow us on Instagram, Twitter. Please tweet us any betting questions, fantasy advice. We'll help you guys out. Maybe even like a good story we can comment on. Maybe I don't know, like relationship. I don't know. Just anything you guys
Anything,
want. Yeah, we'll talk
If
about
you need
it.
a vent, let's just hit our
Right.
social media. We'll
Yeah.
talk to
Instagram, follow us. Viva La Booyah __ underneath. On Twitter, it's just Viva La Booyah.
underscores.
All underscores as well. Email us if you have questions as well. VivaLaBooyah@gmail.com. Follow us on our handles. I think we'll probably post that later.
Yeah.
If you guys really care, just tweet at us. We'll link our stuff.
Feel free to write to us.
Yes.
And
Yes.
We'll put our P.O. box somewhere. And as always, please give us a review. Tell your friends. Tell your family. But don't tell your grandma.
No,
She
this
would
is not her podcast. Not her podcast.
And please
Well, this
leave
one
us.
kind of is, but
And also, please leave us a review, 5 stars. We have 3 right now. We'll probably read some later on, but the more it gives us more traction. But anyways, I'm Corey.
I'm Brandon.
I'm Jeff.
See you guys next time. Oh, sorry. Isaiah, play us out.
Booyah.